Rogers of Montreal. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game,
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They go play action now. Jackson. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And this is a game where you don't envy a defensive coordinator. This is what you have to game plan against all week. This offense is #1 in the NFL in passing, and they're clicking here early as they get a completion there for a first down.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Herbert off of play action. He finds his man complete. It's Gomez. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's got a 1st down. That's his first catch. Remember, he's the NFL leader in that category at the midway point.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Byron Young forcing his way in there for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside,
under pressure, they got him again.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
London about set to take over on offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Jackson will throw again. Over the middle here to Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him. I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. It's Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Now 2nd and 3.
Again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Herbert now. He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Voyagers have cut it back within a score. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards and the first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Jackson now.
That's into the hands of Woods.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's Herbert.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 43. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They run over center with Mitchell. He'll take this to the 46.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now they run the option on 2nd down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Well, the Montreal offense ready to take over now.
They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Hooper.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert going up top for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got this down to the 35. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this 1st half. 5 catches now and a 1st down.
In motion, it's Miller. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Gomez. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Herbert back to the air.
Outright caught by Chosen.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Voyagers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This offense back to work now late in this 1st half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On second down, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. From midfield now, here's Jackson. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it, and that will keep this a three-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the visiting Cardinals who get the road victory. Devin Singletary, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. 22-17 was the final. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That's complete. It's Cornell Powell. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Herbert operating from the red zone. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. Pressure comes and down he goes. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Jackson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Herbert off of play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Up the middle they go. Singleton. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 3rd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd and 1 now from the 21.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 3rd down, Singleton. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Gomez. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Touchdown! Scotty Miller, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Voyagers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. London about set to take over on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Throwing is Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. Escaping a tackle at the 25. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Mitchell. Touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
An option give now to Mitchell.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
On the option right is Jackson.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Up the middle they go. Singleton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gomez. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Play action. Now Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 6, a little under 1:50 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing, Herbert.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Herbert.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gomez. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Herbert gonna throw.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Herbert.
Completes it to Powell. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Herbert to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So now the story changes. Trailing by a point. At time, a huge factor. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot.
Jackson.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Jackson to throw. Watson making the catch. And he'll get a first down here up to the 25, but that clock still moving. Now Jackson. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout. Throwing, Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Montreal,
they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for London, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.